One person will be on top, mounted, okay? I'll control the hand, okay? Control the hand right here. I like to control the cross hand on the wrist, okay? And then I'll grab right here, thumb up, control the triceps, okay? So now I'll trap the foot, okay? I gotta slide up. Remember, when somebody mounts on you, you cannot let your elbows go up like this, okay? Elbows away from your body, you're really weak, okay? Elbows close to your body in, you're really strong, okay? This is during the fight in general. Every time that you have your elbows close, connect to your body, you're strong, okay? Every time you're like this, you're weak, okay? For example, if Angelica needs to go for a cross choke, if she open her elbows to cross choke me, grab the cross choke. And open the elbow like this, she's really weak. She's not gonna choke me. Okay, but if she close the elbow close to her body, she'll be really strong and tap me out. Okay? So when somebody mounts on you, it's very important to keep your elbows tight. Okay? If the person mounts with the knee close to your armpit, put your knees under my armpit. Right here, you need to slide up. You use your shoulders and head on the floor so you can put your elbow in. Okay? Normally the person will try to control your collar, right? And then you can grab the wrist right here, okay? Once you control the wrist, you can grab like this, or sometimes you can grab like that. If the person has the hand away from you, you can go like this, here. Then you change for this grip right here, okay? Control the triceps. Trap the leg, okay? Once you trap the leg, close your elbow. Now you bridge. Once I bridge, I use my forearm against her belly. Okay, here, to bring her to the side, pulling the sleeve right here on the triceps. Always with my elbow tucked. Okay, now I'll kick with my right leg, the same side I'm having the elbow on the body right here, and then I come up. Okay, so then we're gonna be on the close guard. If she's controlling the cross collar right here, okay, I'll place my hand on her biceps. Because now she tried to go for the cross choke, she can't. Okay, I cannot go with my hand here. Otherwise, like, she's gonna start getting the choke, okay? Or she's gonna grab my head, behind my head, and break my pulse. Okay, and then start going for the choke, so I gotta be here. My hands cannot be on the floor as well. I cannot put my hands on this side, neither on this side, okay? Don't post your hands on the floor. Your hands is always on the body of the person, okay? Very simple. Yeah. So I'm here. Control. Step one, step two. Tuck your elbow, okay? Don't let the person be with the knees under your armpit, okay? If she got the knees under my armpit, I need to move up. Trap the leg, bridge, pull the sleeve, and kick the leg. Keep your hips off the mat. Don't let your hip be on the floor. Sometimes people go right here, they bridge, they put the hips back and they try to turn to the side. Or sometimes they turn to the side like this. It's not turning to the side, okay? It's up and side. And you're gonna put this shoulder on the floor, okay? On the mat. Here. And then kick. So when I kick, I have the leverage to come up. So now I'm here. Okay? We got our fish out. After the person will be on the close guard, we're gonna do a very simple sweep here, okay? The hip bump sweep. You're gonna try to bring the person close to you. She'll posture up, back, and leaning back too much, so you can grab the head, can grab the collar. You control the cross sleeve. Put your elbow on the floor, like this, okay? And now open your leg, and bring your butt close to the belly button, okay? Here. And now you put your hand on the floor, and then you bridge. And then you go for the hip bump sweep. The traditional hip bump sweep, people go like this, over the shoulder, okay? But a lot of times when you try to do that, the person put the head in the middle of your chest, like this, and then you can't, right? And they keep you down. So I like to pretend that I'm gonna break her posture, and the person will try to lean back. When they start being like really far, I grab the cross sleeve. Once I do that, I go fast. 1, 2. Now I go with I roll my hip over her. And my intention is to put her back on the floor, not this side. Okay, I'm going this way. And now I go to this side. Now I'm out. Once I'm out, I try to control my hand, control my sleeve, control like close to my triceps. Okay, tuck your elbow, trap my foot, okay, and then breach to the side. 1, 2. Okay, and now my roll again. I try to break your posture. I grab cross sleeve. I grab like this. Okay? Because from this grip, also, I can start drag her to the side. I like this grip a lot. And then I start attacking the back. Okay? So I'm here naturally, she's gonna put the elbow out, right? Like this. I'm gonna post my elbow on the floor and sit up, opening my leg. Okay? I can have my hand on the floor here. If you keep your elbow on the floor, you're not gonna have too much pressure, okay, to come up. So here. Now, you come up. Right? I use this sweep against black belts. It works really well. Okay? So just go like that, over and over. Escape from mount, and the other person sweep with the hip pump sweep. Okay? Back and forth. The drill will work like this. Fast, okay? So I go 1, 2, 3. Now I got on top, she tried to break my posture. So I'm gonna lean back, she grabbed the cross sleeve, and now she goes 1, 2, 3. And then I go again, then I escape again. Just keep going over and over. Okay? Alright, this is the warm up. Let's go, 1, 2, 3. When you fight someone and they're like leaning back like this, they can't post their legs on the floor. Neither they can stand up. It's impossible for me to stand up here, okay? But it's hard for her to control my collar or to break my paws, try to sit up. You know, when the person like keep pushing like this and they kind of like avoid you to do anything. That's the right time for you to grab the cross sleeve, okay? You don't need to cross the hand to this side because that's not gonna happen in the fight. Your opponent is not gonna allow you to do that, okay? So just grab the sleeve and keep the hand of your opponent close to your hips right here. The only reason you grab this sleeve here is when she's trying to go for the hip bump sweep, sit up and hip bump, like this, okay? So I can post my hand on the floor. That's the only reason she grabs the sleeve, okay? She let go, I'll post. Even with the traditional hip bump sweep, the person can post the hand on the floor. Okay? I know you can go for Kimura, but sometimes when you try to go for Kimura, go for Kimura. Right here, the person starts like grabbing your forearm like this and then start escaping, okay? If they have long arms, okay? And then you end up losing their position. It's not wrong to go over the shoulder. It's not wrong. It's correct, okay? It's just a different way, all right? And because you grabbing the sleeve here, you don't need to go over the shoulder. It's so easy for you to sit up, okay? So let's say if Angelica needs to go over my shoulder, I'll push her back, okay? She has a really long way to go all the way here, okay? Naturally, I'm not gonna let this happen, okay? So she grabs right here and she sit up just there, okay? Go Angelica, okay? And one thing that I like to do here, if the person accepts you sitting like this with the guard closed, even better. Okay, this is really good. Okay, but some people have a hard time to sit up with the guard closed like this. Okay, what you can do, let me show you. Here. So what you can do here, you open your leg, okay? So while you sit up, you open your leg like this. You can open a little bit, but you're still squeezing. Okay, you're still squeezing the legs here, okay? So my leg is not like this. So I squeeze, put my heels on the floor, and then I sit up and I move my leg away like this. But I keep in touch like this. The person pretty much feels that you still with the guard closed. And because she's leaning back, she can't put the knee between my legs. She can't do anything here, okay? All her weight is here. The only way for her to pulse the leg up is leaning forward, stand up the leg. Now she can stand up the leg. Okay, she needs to put the weight on my chest. Okay? So in the fight, what I like to do here, I like to grab both hands on the collar, do this, you know, break the pulse. The person start fighting to posture up, go back there, you know. And then you try again and she posture up really hard back. Like this, exactly. So that's when you grab. Okay, so you grab, open the leg, and look, you sweep the leg. It's kind of like a scissor sweep. You know, you're not gonna do this, but it's you gotta motion, you gotta like move your hip to sit up. Here, you see that the right side of my hip goes in between her legs. Okay, in Jiu-Jitsu it's all about angle, so I cannot sit up like this way here, like squared up like this. It's gonna be hard for me to sit up. And I see some of you guys have a really hard time to sit up because you're trying to sit up like this, forward, right? So you gotta like just keep your hips a little bit. So then you can easily go on top, okay, and fast. All right, you guys understand? We talk about the details. So if you don't pay attention to the details, you're gonna miss the sweep, you're gonna miss the fight, okay? I can grab here too and grab here and try to break her posture. At the same time, I bring my knees to my chest. You bring the knees to the chest, the person will go back. Use that balance and the moment to come up, okay? Man, there's a video on YouTube of me fighting a black belt, a really good black belt, Bruno Bastos, and I sweeping like that. Very basic. So I grab, control, pull him, and then she'll go back. I pull her, sorry, right here. She'll go back. I use that momentum. Look. And I put pressure here. What I want Angelica to do here is putting her butt on the floor. You see that I make her butt goes to the floor. So I use my hip here. And once the butt's on the floor now, so easy for me to come up. Okay? You guys got it. All right, let's practice a little bit more, okay? But I want to see more of this momentum. And now we can do 3 times each. You escape from mount, come on top, and then go back and forth, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Angelica is mounted on me here, okay? We learned the hip, the UPA, we call UPA, right? Escape. Right, so I gotta keep my elbows in, like I mentioned before, okay? I'm gonna reach and grab one arm. Remember, when you're mounted, your elbows is away from your body, you're weak. So that's why if you try to go for a choke here, you're weak, so you're exposing your arms, okay? So don't try to attack your opponent from here. Okay, right here is a completely, it's a situation that I need to escape, okay? Some people, they try to go for Ezekiel here. Yeah, you can do Ezekiel here. That's the only thing you can do here, okay? But she has a really high percentage of escaping off that because the gravity, right? I have the floor behind me and I have her like on top of me. The gravity is like helping her, right? So it's easier for her to escape, okay? I need to find gaps here, and I force my opponent to pulse one of the legs on the floor. That's why we need to learn how to do the UPA. Okay, the first one is very basic. Like I grab 1, 2, control, and then I go for the bridge. Okay, I bridge, and then I turn. Okay, sometimes I escape like just using that, and I must go for this first. I need to like try to put Angelica to the floor here. Notice that I pull the sleeve, the triceps. Okay. Sometimes you find like a high level opponent, right? You have the elbows in, you're here, and you pulse like she maybe pulls this hand on the floor because you trap, pulls the hand on the floor there, you know? But notice that you're always gonna take one knee of your opponent off the mat when you do that. Notice when I bridge and turn this way, maybe she's not gonna pulse this leg, okay? Which is like, it can happen, but most of the time she'll pulse this leg here, okay? But let's say I trap really well, and I bridge, pay attention on this leg right here. So when I bridge, look, her knees off the mat. You see? It's impossible for her to be with both knees on the floor, okay? In this case, Angelica is mounted like this, okay? But there's a mount that she's like sprawl and hook my legs like that, or she curls the legs like this. This is a different escape, okay? For now, we work in escape, go back and where your opponent is mounted like this, okay? Maybe the hands on the floor here, okay? Sometimes she's gonna grab my head like this, okay? When she grab my head, all right, which side I need to turn, right? I need to turn to my right. Because look, she doesn't have this hand on the floor. A lot of times I see people like, turn this way. You can turn this way, but you're gonna do an elbow escape. It's gonna be hard for you to bridge this way. Also, it's hard for you to control this hand, okay? But sometimes, like when a person grab my head like this and they're not like sprawling, okay? I like to use my neck against her forearm, okay? So that way I trap her hand on the floor, try to push her hand on the floor. So all my weight is on my neck here. And what I do, I go with this hand under or on the rib, like this, okay? And I push her to this side, like right away, okay? I use that a lot. But you need to understand that every time you bridge, there'll be one knee off the mat, okay? Naturally, most of the time, the person pulls the leg from the side that you guided her. So if I go this way, Angelica pulls this leg on the floor. It's up. If I go the other way, Angelica pulls. She's basic, right? And I use that to find a space to put my leg in and recover the guard, okay? But I need to bridge really hard. Some people, they hear and they just turn, waiting for the opponent to base. It's not gonna happen. Go back and down. You see when I turn this way and put my shoulder on the mat, this side of my hips will be like higher than the other one. So I hit and then she'll like pulse. When she pulls, I go with my leg under. I need to know she'll pulse and right away I'm gonna put my knee inside, okay? If she doesn't pulse the leg, but the other leg is out, I can escape my hips to find a space to put my knee inside. So I'm here. So I go like this. I grab, control, trap. Let's say she'll pulse the leg. I just go like this, right away. I use this against black belts, okay? The mount escape is basic. There's no like secret. Okay? It's really basic, right? If Angelica doesn't pulse his leg on the floor, let's say I go this way, she doesn't pulse, it's actually pulse this hand right here. What I do, turn around here. So you see that there's a space here. I will fill this gap with my hips. You see? Now I put my knee inside, then I have the X guard. Okay? So I gotta fill up the gap. Okay? Every time that I find a gap. Alright? Either is the gap behind me, then I fill up with my hips. So I can place my bottom leg always inside. It's hard for you to go with the top leg. Sometimes the top leg works as well. But you must have your opponent on top of one of your shin. Okay? Either the bottom one or the top one. In this case, the bottom one would be easier for me to go for the X guard. Okay? Now look, she'll pulse this side. Fill up the gap here. Look. I fill up the gap. Okay? So now I escape my hips fast. And then I frame right away. I gotta frame. Because if she tries to pass my guard again, I can keep escaping and recover the guard. Okay? You guys understand? Okay, so we're gonna now not gonna turn the person, but our intention is to turn, but they're gonna pulse. Okay, either pulse the leg here, or either they'll be strong and then you just escape the hips to the other side. And use your shin in the middle. Step one, step two. Notice that my elbow, okay, my right elbow, the one that's holding the triceps, always goes inside the leg, inside the inner thigh. Because I can push. Don't keep the elbow out. Because look, when I bridge and suppose, I use my elbow here, look, to frame. You see? Now, I do this to recover. One, and don't keep the inside leg, okay, outside. Don't figure four this way. You're gonna trap yourself. There's nothing I can do anymore. Okay? I need to go with the outside leg over. Okay? Now, the leg in the middle will be free. So now it's so easy for me to keep her trapped, but look, move my shin, my leg that's between her leg to recover the guard. Okay, that's the key. And I see sometimes people, they try to escape here, and this is a very, very common mistake. They go one, they do really well, and then they stop here. They're like, they're gonna take her back. Look, this is the first look for her to take my back. Nothing will change here. It's just gonna be worse and worse for me. I cannot expose my back. I need to turn that way. But if I turn that way with the leg like this, mount on me, Angelica. Mount, look. Can I escape? No. Okay? Notice that her knee, it's outside. I need to have her thigh, okay, her knee between my legs, always. And then I put this leg here. If I can do this, it's trapped. Try to mount, Angelica. She can't. Plus, I can escape this way. I can face her and protect my back. The goal is to protect your back. Now, you escape. Oh. Okay? Again, Angelica. So I'm here. Grab. Shoe post. One. Trap. Look. Change the hook. Turn on. Change the hook here. Frame. You got to frame. Otherwise, the person will hug your head. Okay? So you got to frame here right away. Let's keep the hips recoil. She didn't pose the leg on the floor. She didn't pose the leg on the floor. Okay? So I got here. Don't pose. Oh, sorry. She didn't pose. Okay? She posed the hand here. Exactly. So I escaped my hips out. Fill up the gap. Now, recover the guard. Okay? There's these two situations here. Right? Because sometimes the person will try to keep the knees on the floor because the person on top knows. If they do this, they give you space to you. They'll try to keep the knee, they try to do like this, but the other knee is up. So you just like go against that leg with your back. Okay, and then you gotta escape. You guys got it? All right, so let's work a little bit on this, okay? And I want to show attack from close guard as well. One more attack. So for now, let's work on defense. Put on the close guard, okay? And very simple, very basic, but I guess there probably were some details that you guys didn't see before. So try to work on those details. And the person on top react in two ways. One, pulsing the hand. Two, pulsing the leg. That's how you react. And then your bottom will work accordingly, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. So now we know, okay, if the person pulls the hand, they're gonna put the weight on this side, right? If my weight is here, look, just pulsing my hand here, I can feel myself. I can feel my weight on this knee. So naturally that leg will be lighter. So she just escaped the hips that way. It's gonna be easier for her to fill up the gap there with her lower back and recover the guard, okay? So if I keep my weight on this side and I open here, now my weight is on this side. So you go in the lighter side, fill up the gap on this side. Okay, and then escape the hip, okay? And this escape, okay, the UPA, the first UPA, it must be really, really strong in order to force the person to be light in one side. It's not just like this, okay? You need to like set up your grips and go 100%, okay? And once you go, you prepare yourself to escape, okay? And anyways, you gotta escape her hips. Let's say if I post this leg here, Angelica needs to escape the hips a little bit to recover the guard, okay? But if I go on this side here, and she's facing this way, she needs to escape that way to recover the guard, okay? That makes a lot of sense, okay? So you guys understand that. Everyone's doing great. All right, so now we recover the guard, and then we are in the close guard, okay? And the close guard it's a great opportunity for us to attack our opponent. Of course, if Angelica stand up, okay, then I have less things to do. Like I cannot cross choke her, I cannot attack her neck anymore, I cannot go for an armbar from here if her arm's away from my chest. If she's still touching my chest, yes, I have a chance to go for an armbar here, or omoplata, okay? But when she starts standing up like this, I'll lose a lot. Okay, I have just like half of her body to attack or to control. Go down. Of course, when I close the guard, I'll try to keep my opponent with the knees on the floor as long as I can. Okay? We're gonna open the lapel, okay, right here, and we're gonna underhook this arm. All right, so I'll underhook here. So if Angelica have the arm here, look, I need to sit up like this. So I go with my my arm under her elbow here, and I need to underhook like this. So now I'll fill up the lapel here. Okay. What this helped me, okay? It helped me to take her elbow away from her body. Remember when I said every time her elbow is close to her body, she's strong. Every time the elbow is away, she's weak. So look, I'm taking her elbow away from her body, you see? So it makes the person really weak. In the meantime, here I'm grabbing the lapel in a really good position, and I start pulling this way. So I turn Angelica this way, okay? Right here. She's really uncomfortable right now. She wants to put the elbow inside again, like this. That's what she wants to do. Go back again. Go with the elbow inside again. Look what I do. I use my shoulder and lean this way. Turn around. Of course, she stand up this leg will make things way easier for me. But usually the person keeps this on the floor. Yeah. So I lean this way. And in the guard, okay, in Jiu-Jitsu, you need angles, right? Notice that the right side of my butt is between her legs. I'm not like squared up like this. I have all my right side on the floor, in this case, like this, okay? And I underhook her leg. Okay, when I underhook her leg, I can, if I can grab this sleeve here, like this, great. If I cannot, it's okay, right? So just like this. My goal is to put her her biceps against her cheek, yeah, against her face. All right, now I use this leg here to move. 1, 2, 3. Now look, I have a perfect angle to sweep her. I can go for a sweep. Here. Then I got on top. Okay? It's a very simple sweep. It works really well. Okay? And the great thing of this position, if you try to stand up, she'll help you. Okay? Right after you grab the lapel. So again, I'm here. I can find the underhooks. Underhook her. I can go like this first, like body lock. She'll try to go back like this. And in the meantime, I start opening her lapel. Okay? Turn her back to the camera. I start opening the lapel here. Now look, I'll fill up the lapel. I'll grab like this. Okay? Super strong. Turn her back again. So now what I want to do, I want to bring her biceps to her face. So I lift my elbow and turn my hips. You see how I squeeze my inner thigh here, this side? Like this. Now I underhook her leg. Okay, and now I use the leg that's behind her back to shake, shake, shake. And my goal is to put her head on the floor. Go back and jump. If she keeps her head off the mat, it's hard for me to sweep. My goal is to bring her head on the mat here. Okay, from here, I go like this. And then I sweep. When I feel her head goes down, I sweep. Now I come up here. Once I come up, naturally she can't turn the other way because of the lapel. She'll try to recover the guard. I gotta underhook this arm right away, and then I stay on off. Okay? So now I can have a lot of attacks. She keep turning, I can take her back. I can start attacking the back here. There's a lot of things I can do. Okay? From here. One more. Again, underhook both arms. Okay, here, bring her to me. Grab the lapel. Once I grab the lapel, I start escaping my hips. Because my goal is to underhook this leg. Let's say Angelica tried to stand up. She's trying to stand up. Okay, I underhook her leg. It's good for me. Stand up, stand up. It's good for me. But look, I make sure I use my biceps against her triceps, so I put her biceps on her face. Okay? And now I'm gonna drive her head to the floor. And then I sweep. Okay? I keep the underhook here, okay, to maintain the mount. She'll be desperate. Because without this leg, she can't recover. Look, I stay here. Okay? Once I establish, I underhook the arm. Okay? So now, I'm here. Okay? So this is like what we're gonna be working this week, okay? And there's so much variations that we can do from there. We're gonna start with this one, okay? Of course, from there, I can go for an armbar. Okay, there's a great way for me to set up a nice armbar. It's very powerful, very strong, okay? But for now, let's understand how to sweep, okay? Mount. She'll be mounted on me here. Control. Recover the guard. Close the guard. Okay. I close the guard. Now I open her lapel. Okay? Underhook her arms. When I underhook the arm, I bring my knee to my chest. Here. I force her to pose the handle on the floor. That's the lapel. Okay? Now I start escaping the hips. Once I underhook, look, I don't underhook with my hand. I underhook with my entire forearm. I need to touch my biceps on her thigh. Okay? Now I open my elbow, my left elbow, to bring her biceps against her face. In the meantime here, like some people, they try to duck the arm under her arm. Duck her arm under my arm. Like this. Okay? When they're desperate. Go back and jump. But look, go on, Jack. Go like this. I use this opportunity to get the angle even more. Okay? Now look, the outside of my leg, my left leg, almost touched the floor. When my left side of my leg, okay, the outside of my leg touches the floor, I'll bring my leg to me. Here. Okay? I'll do this. So then I'll use my hamstring to push her so I can mount. Don't keep the legs straight and try to go like this, so you're gonna be trapped. Okay? So you go here. And then you come up. Okay? Also, you can use this one. Let's say, go back and jump a little bit. This one's perfect. Let's say I'm trying to sweep Angelica and she's not putting the head on the floor. Put your head on the other side. Yeah, she's leaning this way. Okay? I start moving, and then I go here. The armbar. I change, I let go of this sleeve and go to armbar here. Okay? And when I got the armbar here, Angelica tried to squeeze me and stack me. Same thing, I need to put her head on the floor. And now I can extend. So a lot of times people, they get a great armbar there, but they keep the head of the opponent here. So the opponent starts smashing and then you're like, no, just like drive his head to the floor. Then you can extend. Okay? Especially if your opponents have a big head, you know, just it's gonna work really well. But the head is heavy, okay? So when your opponent's here, don't let him stack you. Like when he starts stacking, like bring his head to the floor. Then you're gonna have a really good armbar. Of course, after you pass the leg over. If you like to play a little bit with the armbar, go ahead. Okay? We're gonna work on this back and forth 3 and 3. Start from mount, recover the mount, close guard, and go for the attack. Okay? Any question? Question? Tem alguma pergunta?
Não.
Tem alguma coisa que você sentiu ou não? Na posição?
No.
All right.
I don't feel anything else.
All right.
I'm good for today.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go.